saving money 1 pound at a time, and this is one of the easiest ways we do it. Hey there, my name is Abby, and today I'm sharing how we save money on our grocery budget by buying meat in bulk and packaging it ourselves. My husband and I have a Sam's Club membership, so we buy our ground beef in 10-pound blocks and then portion it out into individual 1 pound packages using a food saver before freezing it. This is something we do consistently, and it has made a huge difference in our grocery budget. We actually started out with a knockoff vacuum sealer, and it didn't even last a year before it broke. Eventually, I decided to spend the extra money on the Food Saver brand, and honestly, I'm really glad I did. Not everything in life needs to be name brand, but in this case, it was worth it. One thing I really love about the Food Saver bags is that they have measurements printed right on them. I can make the generic ones work, but these are just easier, so that's what I stick with right now. If we're being technical, yes, I could save a little bit more money by staying with the generic bags, but I'm still saving a ton of money on the meat, so I'll take that as a win. Once I cut all the bags to size, I seal one end first. That way the meat doesn't fall through when I'm filling them. And that's just not a meat thing. You want to do that anytime you use the vacuum sealer. Now, just a quick side note. My channel started with decluttering, and that's still really important to me, but not everything in life fits neatly into one category. Over the last few years, I've been branching out and talking about more than just decluttering, things like habits, mindset, practical ways to make life a little bit easier. Simplifying life has always been my goal, but again, there's more than one way to do that. Saving money is one of the ways I try to be successful for my family, and buying things in bulk is a big part of that. And we don't just do this with ground beef. We also buy chicken breasts in bulk, portion those out, and freeze them individually too. I don't know exactly how much money we've saved over the years, but I do know it is a lot. This 10-pound block of ground beef costed us about $50, so roughly $5 per pound. That is significantly cheaper than buying individual packages at most grocery stores, especially if you want decent quality meat. I remember when ground beef used to be like $2 to $4 a pound, depending on the time of the year. Now it's more like $5 to $7 or more, and that adds up so fast. Now, when you're portioning meat like this, I highly recommend using a scale. You should be aiming for about 16 ounces per package, and yes, you can eyeball it. I usually start with that, and without fail, I'm almost always wrong. Every once in a while, I'll get lucky and get it on the first try, but most of the time, the scale keeps me on track. I think a lot of families are feeling frustrated right now. Costs keep going up, but income doesn't always follow at the same pace. I'm actually filming this just a few days before Christmas, which probably explains the holiday sweatshirt, and the stress is high. This year has been a lot, to say the least. To be completely transparent, the last few years have been tough for us. As you've seen, we've dealt with a lot of things as far as fertility, the loss of a baby, and trying to get pregnant. But that's not my point here. Over the last couple of years, my husband almost lost his job, and I did lose my job this year. Life has a way of throwing some pretty intense curveballs, and I never really planned on sharing that here, but it feels relevant, especially now that we've had time to adjust and we're finding our footing again. As hard as it is sometimes, I truly believe everything happens for a reason, even when that doesn't make sense in the moment. And I also believe that small, consistent habits like this one will help you set up for better outcomes long term. Buying meat in bulk and taking extra time to portion it out might seem tedious, and I know it, but those habits compound and you end up saving so much money in the long run to where it definitely becomes worth it. When I first started doing this, it took me a long time, like probably more than an hour. I was slow, I didn't really have a system, and everything felt clunky. This time, it took me about 35 minutes start to finish. You get faster, you get better, and it stops feeling like a chore. And honestly, this goes beyond saving money. Good habits impact your overall well-being. If you haven't read Atomic Habits by James Clear, I highly recommend it. I listened to it on audiobook earlier this year, and it completely changed how I think about small daily choices. Around the same time, I also read The Let Them Theory by Mel Robbins, and that book truly changed my life. I ended up buying both books in a physical copy just to put on my bookshelf and have as a daily reminder for when I forget. Okay, now I know it might sound like I'm going off topic here, but there is a point, I promise. It's not about doing everything perfectly. It's about finding a few things that work for you and your family and sticking with them. And honestly, this is why I don't look at this as just packaging meat. This one habit makes weeknights easier, grocery trips cheaper, and dinner decisions way less stressful. When I open the freezer and already know what I have, I'm not scrambling, I'm not overspending, and I'm not mentally exhausted at the end of every day. Well, most days. These little systems don't just save money. They protect your energy and your sanity. And when you're taking care of your energy, you're able to show up better for your family, for your work, and most importantly, for yourself. Because you can't fill someone else's cup before you've filled your own. This might not be the most exciting thing you'll watch today, but it's one of the most practical things we can do in our home. You don't need to do everything, just one small habit that makes life a little easier. For us, this is just one of those habits. If you've been feeling overwhelmed by grocery costs or decision fatigue, I hope this shows you that small changes really do add up. As always, thanks for spending some time with me here today, and I'll see you next time.